Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Scorpio for February of 2012. And this also applies if you have a Scorpio ascendant. So Scorpios, this month until April 14th, Mars, your ruling planet, is retrograde. Only happens once every 2 years and 2 months, and for you it's happening in your 11th house. This is the 11th house of friends and dreams and wishes and goals. Now, when Mars is retrograde, particularly you are going to find that your energies are probably going to be slower. You may not have as much energy, and especially if you've been overdoing it and doing too much, you will be forced to listen to your body and slow down. If you haven't and you've been in balance, then this Mars retrograde probably won't have such an effect of a slowdown, but it will slow you down a bit, which is not a bad thing, Scorpios, because it's happening in this 11th house. So there could be some frustrations working with groups or teams of people. Mars is retrograde. It's very much a situation where sometimes everybody wants to have it their way with the Mars, and when it's retrograde, things don't move forward as quickly as each person wants. So my suggestion this month, really until Mars goes direct, is to maybe do things more on your own rather than in teams or in groups. When Mars goes direct, then that would be the time to go more into teamwork and working with more people. It doesn't mean to say that you can't research things, and Scorpios, you're wonderful at researching. So I would be researching. You could do research with a group and each have your own specific activity. That would be very good to do. And it's also a wonderful time to really rethink your goals. What are you working so hard for? Where is your energy going in? And why is it going in? Really to think about it during the retrograde, and then think about what it is you want to do and what it is you want to achieve. Plot the course of action during the retrograde, but don't actually take action until after the 14th of April. Then you'll be really ready to do that. We've got a lot happening in your 4th house of home and family this month. The first week of the month is going to be a great time for shining a light on this home family area, and particularly because we've got the Sun conjunct Mercury in that house. So a wonderful time for communicating with family members, for speaking to anybody who is close to you, for planning for any future plans connected with your home or maybe a move. If you're thinking of making a move, this would be a really good week to do it that first week of the month. You're probably also going to have a restless feeling to you. In the 4th house, that conjunction will make you feel a bit restless. So try to get time about to just be spontaneous. If you need to get up and move or run or walk or do something, just allow yourself that space if you possibly can. The second week of the month, we've got a lot going on in this 5th house of creativity. It's going to be a wonderful time for your creativity. Scorpios. If you're artistic, if you're musical, if you like acting, or if you work with children, or you have certain hobbies, it's time to develop them now. And we've got Mercury conjunct Neptune in that 5th house. There could be misunderstandings with young people. Not the best time for a heart-to-heart conversation with a teenager if you've got one, but a wonderful time for any kind of creative self-expression. There could be some misunderstandings with a lover, somebody that you're close to. Again, if you're thinking of having a heart-to-heart talk with somebody with whom you're in an intimate romance with, probably not the best week in the second week of this month. The third week of the month, for those of you who are really creative, this could be a wonderful week, a week where you really make some strides forward in that creativity, and also a great time as well for meeting a soulmate, for meeting somebody where you have that really beautiful connection. But with Mars retrograde, I would suggest that you go very slowly into this connection, because this would not be a time to take serious action, because Neptune as well can fog your judgment just a little bit there in that area, but wonderful for anything creative. Really pursue it, because it should open up for you in that area. As well, towards the last couple of weeks of the month, we've got Uranus and Venus in your 6th house of work. So this could be just something all of a sudden coming in the work area. Out of the blue, something nice happening. It could be somebody encouraging you and wanting to be helpful to you. It could be just a surprise in the workplace that you hadn't anticipated. And equally, you could meet somebody quite out of the blue who is really nice in the workplace or connected with anything to do with work. So there you have it, my dear Scorpios. Try not to get too frustrated with this Mars retrograde. If you can just ease off a little bit rather than pushing forward. You do have a tendency to be ambitious and push forward. Try not to push so much during the retrograde, otherwise you're going to end up frustrated. Allow yourself time to chill out, to back off a little bit, and then by the time April comes, you'll be ready to move forward and fire ahead on all cylinders. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great month. Bye for now.